What's up, y'all? It's your boy Coyotemike. Today we're going to be fixing the windshield wiper problem. Basically, when you go to turn the wipers off, they're continuing to stay on. So we're going to go ahead and address that today and get that problem fixed. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so here we go. We're going to get started on disassembling this outer case for the windshield wiper right behind the steering wheel. To take that apart, you're going to need a 5.5 millimeter socket like I've got here attached to my Milwaukee drill bit. 3 screws you got right on the bottom here. We're going to go ahead and start by taking those out, removing those. We got 3 of them down here. Three. All right, so we got the 3 screws out. The truck is turned on. We're gonna turn the steering wheel so we can expose this little clip right here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's right here. That little clip right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna push that in with a screwdriver, release that little clip, and that should get rid of the tension and we should be able to lift it up. Trying to be careful, don't want to scratch this up. Come on. Release it from the other side around the ignition key. You're going to kind of lift up. Let's see. I'm just going to set my towel here on top just to hold this part up. And then on the bottom here, you're going to want to release the actual steering wheel column right here. You want to drop that, get that out of the way, and you're going to kind of pull on it, get it around the ignition key. Yep. You got to take your keys out to do that. So you're going to lower that, exposing your windshield wiper, blinker, turn signal. This little column, oh wow, this doesn't look great at all. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Okay, so right here, this housing is completely loose. It actually came out. Let's see if you guys can see that better. Okay, so here we go right here. This whole column, this whole mechanism right here is what needs to be replaced. These 2 screws, one right here and the one down here, both need to come out with a Torx bit. So I think somebody's already replaced this or tried to fix it, and they did a pretty shitty job. You see that screw? It's not even going into the housing right here. This thing is completely loose, not even holding it. Okay, so what's happening is I'm using my turn signal, and sometimes the turn signal doesn't want to operate or fully function right. So it functions great on a right turn, but when it comes to the left turn, and I think I know why now, is because this whole housing is coming apart. Yeah, I think somebody had already replaced this, and like I said, I think they did a shitty ass job. Great. So I got the replacement part. I'm not sure if it comes with any screws or anything like that, but we're gonna take this out, as this is the problem that I'm having right here. You know, this shit's just dumb. I don't understand why people try to do things. I understand you want to try to do it, but I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, don't try it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take this screw out right here. Oh wow, this one seems loose too. It's not even coming out. Let's see if I can, yep. Okay, so the housing for that screw is broke too. And you can see that right there. So I can probably just pull these out. Oh, this is ridiculous. Yep, came right out. Okay, so that's one. I'm assuming the other one's going to do the same exact thing. Oh, look at that. Let's just try to do this. Yep, came right out. It's not even sitting in there properly. So now what you're gonna do is you're just gonna pull, wow, came right off. You're just gonna pull right out. And you can see right here where I'm putting the screwdriver. Right here down at the bottom, this housing right here is supposed to come all the way down and stop right here, but instead it's cracked or broken. Somebody over tightened it, or just over time using the turn signal, they just kind of snapped off. They are cheap, they are plastic, so gonna have to look into replacing this whole component right here. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be pretty pricey, as I'm sure it's on the steering column. Oh gosh. Okay, all right, well, let's grab the new part and then we'll go from there. Okay, so got the new part right here. Like I said, picked this up from Napa. The part number is DL7563. I picked this up for about $31 from Napa. And what it is, it's actually the whole steering, or not the steering, the blinker windshield wiper component. As I'm pretty sure, as to I see now, that there's probably nothing wrong with this other one that I picked up, or that I pulled off of the truck, the OEM part. As I see now that it's probably just the screws. The housing for the screws have broken off. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead, we're going to put this on and see what we got. So what you're going to do is you're going to slide this right in there. You've got these little connectors right here, and it's actually going to snap right into these right here. So let's get that seated in there. Oop, that's not it. Trying to do this with one hand, y'all, so bear with me. There it is, right there. So seats in there a little bit better. It's not as loose. Now I do got to find some screws that hopefully I can fit in there to try to hold this together to fit right in there, right here. So I'm gonna try to find some replacement screws that will hopefully go all the way down and seat at the bottom right here, but they can't be too long because they can't sit out over here, because you still got to put the housing on that goes around the steering column. And right up here as well too, if I could get in there, right here where it's broke, that's what I need to replace right there. I got to find a screw that's long enough to go all the way down here to sit inside this housing right here. I think once we do that, I think we should be good, but I'm gonna give it a shot, see what we got, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I ended up finding some screws. I had some screws laying around. So what I did was, I have a screw right around the same size as the OEM screw, just a little bit longer, because that's what I need. I need them to reach a little bit longer to fit down in that housing. So what I did was I put a washer on the end of it and a nut at the end of it, so that way I could tighten up, because they are a little too long, but I'm going to use that for now. See if it works, and then we'll go from there. It's not a permanent fix, but it's a temporary fix. I don't want to be turning and having this switch falling out or popping out on me. So we'll give it a try, see if it works. Don't want to over tighten it, because I don't want it to pop out the other end and break even more. So I'm just tightening down the nut here. That looks pretty tight. Now we're going to put in the bottom replacement screw. And I lost the washer. There we go. Alright, so we're going to put this one down in the bottom to replace the original screw, as the housing was broke for this blinker and washer, or the blinker and the windshield wiper. So we're just putting in the bottom one. Like I said, this isn't a permanent fix. This is just temporary to hold it in place. Hopefully it works. We just got to tighten down this screw. I can't reach it with my finger. There we go. I'm just going to grab some needle nose pliers and turn this nut a little bit, just to tighten it down. Same thing with the top one as well too. There we go. Not loose. Nice and tight, better than what it was. Now the true test to see if it actually works. Put my key in here before we reassemble everything and put everything back together. this down. Put this cover back up. Let's see. Got blinker to the left. Blinker to the right. Left. Now the true test, the windshield wipers. This is what I was concerned about. This is the whole reason why I was fixing this. Okay, so got the windshield wipers turned on. Water works, sprayer works. Turn them off. There's usually a 15-second delay in the windshield wipers, so we'll go ahead and we'll give it that 15 seconds. And but nonetheless, man, it feels pretty good. Feels pretty tight. It's not loose anymore. This one was really loose. Although I think there was nothing wrong with this part. I think it was just that housing. But figured we bought the part anyways. Might as well go ahead and put it on there. And this is just a temporary fix with those screws. I am gonna search for the part to replace this whole housing around there, as those two screws in there, me knowing about it's gonna bother me. So just want to get the right part for it and put it on there. But like I said, this is a temporary fix, and look at that, it's been more than 15 seconds. I think the problem is solved. Yeah, I just think the screws in the back were so loose from that housing that it was causing these to disconnect for a little bit, not give a good connection, a good tight solid connection. So I think in this part's still pretty good. But like I said, we went ahead and replaced it anyways, as everything was fading on it anyways, and it just looks a lot better. So there you go. All right, so now that we see that everything works, now it's time to put everything back together. Get this key out of here and just repeat the process as you took it off. Go ahead and close this down. Then we are gonna shoot this in, get this around the ignition key hole. There we go, right there. Make sure these screws don't stick out too far, which I think they're pretty good. Nope, that's not seating right. Pop that back out. There we go. You should hear a bunch of clicking, so that way you know that it's housed in the right position. Okay, having troubles with this backside over here. There we go. Now we're in there. Maybe not. There are these two little clips in the back that you need to get over and on, otherwise it won't sit correctly. Right there. Let's check this other side, make sure we're still good. And we're good. All right, so you just repeat the process. 15mm socket or 5.5mm socket to drop in these 3 screws that are in the bottom. pain in the ass to try to find these little holes, but yep, there you have it. Code, sir. Clear out my codes. We got blinker working to the left, all the way down. Little tap. Blinker working to the left, all the way up, working to the right. Little tap. Working to the right. All right, guys, that's pretty much about it, man. Hopefully you don't go through the same problem that I got. Yeah, I could definitely tell a lot better. It's not loose anymore. When I would go to turn this whole damn thing would basically wiggle, and there's a lot of free play in there. So if you guys are having this problem too, man, there you go. Once again, the part number for this part, and I'm assuming this is for 09 through 14. Mine is the 2012 F-150 V8 5.0 FX2 Sport. So that is the part number. You can pick it up from your local Napa dealer. I did have to wait 1 day for this to come in. They didn't have it at the special order it. Pick it up for about $31. But yeah, so if you're having the same problem that I was having, where you use your windshield wiper and turn them on, then you go to put them in the off position and the damn things keep working after they're already off, then this is the part here to solve that problem, man. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys on the next one. It's your boy Coyote Mike.